rooms on the second floor, which were always half dark with the blinds drawn down, one saw Constantine, known the world over for its picturesqueness. On steep rock stands the ancient Arab fortress, which has become a French city. The windows of the living rooms looked into a garden where in perpetual heat and sunshine slumbered the evergreen eucalyptuses, the sycamores, and palms behind high walls. The master was frequently away on business, and the lady led the secluded existence to which the wives of Europeans are doomed in the colonies. On Sundays she always went to church. On weekdays she rarely went out, and she visited only a small and select circle. She read, did needlework, talked, or did lessons with the children. Sometimes, taking her younger daughter, the black-eyed Marie, on her knee, she would play the piano with one hand and sing old French songs in order to while away the long African day, while the great breath of hot wind blew in through the open windows from the garden. Constantine, with all its shutters closed and scorched pitilessly by the sun, seemed at such hours a dead city. Only the birds called behind the garden wall, and from the hills behind the town came the dreary sound of pipes, filled with the melancholy of colonial countries, and at times there the dull thud of guns shook the earth, and you could see the flashing of the white helmets of soldiers. The days in Constantine passed monotonously, but no one noticed that Madame Murad minded that. In her pure, refined nature, there was no trace of abnormal sensitiveness or excessive nervousness. Her health could not be called robust, but it gave no cause of anxiety to Monsieur Murad. Only one incident once astonished him. In Tunis once, an Arab juggler so quickly and completely hypnotized her that it was only with difficulty that she could be brought to. But this happened at the time of their arrival from France. She had never since experienced so sudden a loss of willpower, such a morbid suggestibility, and Monsieur Murad was happy, untroubled, convinced that her soul was tranquil and open to him. And it was so even in the last, the 14th year of their married life. But then there appeared in Constantine Émile Dubois. Émile Dubois, the son of Madame Bonin, an old and good friend of Monsieur Murad, was only 19. Émile was the son of her first husband, and had grown up in Paris, where he studied law, but he spent most of his time in writing poems, intelligible only to himself. He was attached to the school of seekers, which has now ceased to exist. Madame Bonin, the widow of an engineer, also had a daughter, Elise. In May 1889, Elise was just going to be married when she fell ill and died a few days before her wedding, and Émile, who had never been